There are some well-known movies that act around taxis. The Taxi, I thought, is an interesting location for a movie. With this essay, I want to show the different possibilities directors make use of. I divided the essay into 4 chapters. In the first 3 chapters, I will talk about the technical use of the taxi. In the last chapter, I will focus on pop cultural references that contain therapeutic-like aspects. But let's begin with the first chapter, The Driver's Gaze. The movie Taxi Driver by Martin Scorsese plays a lot with the gaze and spectatorship. In some way, the driver's gaze is guiding the spectator's gaze. But we also can meet the driver's gaze through the mirror. As spectators, we are placed in the driver's position, but also the passenger's position. The mirror enables a connection. As an example, there is a concise scene where Travis, the driver, stops in the street where the wife of his passenger lives. The passenger tells him,
"The light, the window up there in the second floor. The one that's closest to the edge of the building. The light up in the window, second story. What, are you blind? Do you see the light?"
We are placed in Travis' position, watching the woman. The topic of voyeurism plays a big role in the whole movie. The taxi's windows create a frame which therefore creates an instant focus on an object. Travis is the spectator of the city. The taxi is like a moving theater box, which enables him to escape confrontation of any kind.
That taxi driver's been staring at us.
The taxi protects and entertains Travis at the same time. Once he gets confronted, it's like the actor is breaking the fourth wall.
Say, you're blocking our doorway. You think you might want to move the cab?
Chapter 2: A Moving Theater. Jafar Panahi is a well-known movie director, but in 2010, the Iranian government forbid him to make movies for the next 20 years. Nevertheless, in 2015, Panahi published a docufiction called Taxi Tehran, where we can see Panahi being a taxi driver. He installed a camera in the vehicle. On one hand, he documents the everyday life of Tehran streets. On the other hand, he depicts monologues and dialogues which contain unique storytelling. In one scene, he picks up his niece from school. See how the window frame stages and emphasizes her acting and emotions. This is just one of many examples.
Mit so einer Schrottkarre kommst du mich abholen? Ich habe allen in der Schule erzählt, dass mein Onkel Regisseur ist. Und dann kommst du mit sowas hier an? Wenn sie dich damit gesehen hätten, würden alle denken, ich lüge. Wenn du schon nicht an deinen Ruf denkst, denk wenigstens an meinen. Du sprichst andauernd von Disziplin, aber das bedeutet ja wohl nicht, dass ich eine Stunde auf dich warte und die Betonwände anstarre. Hast du nichts dazu zu sagen? Sitzt da und guckst mich nur an?
Ich bitte um Verzeihung, Hoheit.
Chapter 3: Cruising Around and the City is an Actor. Lost in Translation was directed by Sofia Coppola. It's not a movie that's based on a taxi. It doesn't play a huge role. But in Lost in Translation, Coppola shows Tokyo through a taxi ride. There is not much going on, just Scarlett Johansson as Charlotte sitting on the back seat watching the city. We can see the Tokyo city lights reflecting on the taxi's window. Coppola captured a pictorial scene, creating a specific feeling with the aim to unwind.
Where to?
Beverly Hills, please.
A great movie that is based on taxis is Night on Earth by Jim Jarmusch. Night on Earth contains 5 short movies in different cities at nighttime. Jarmusch too combines acting in a taxi ride with the city. His movies often have a calmer atmosphere. In this case too, we can assume or pretend that the city is an actor. I chose from each city a scene where the city, the taxi, and the dialogues create a repetitive trinity.
Boy, it sure gets dark fast in the winter, doesn't it? Driving at night doesn't seem to bother you.
Why should it?
With me, it's a big problem. I have night blindness.
Is that like something that happens when you get old?
It's nice. It's New York. It's cool. It's cold. It's cool. No. You know, it's hip. It's cool. It's happening.
I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. Oh, non ci si vede niente. Qualche luce in più però la potrebbero mettere, a Roma.
Chapter 4 Taxi Therapy, a pop cultural reference. The more I was thinking about taxi movies, the more it occurred to me that there is some strange phenomenon in pop culture of women crying in the backseat of a taxi. First, I thought about Duffy's Warwick Avenue music video. Then I remembered Billie Eilish's Amazon special, where she was driven around while singing. I also remembered Lily Allen's music video to the song Our Time. And Lana Del Rey's lyrics to Happiness is a Butterfly.
I said, don't be a jerk, don't call me a taxi, sitting in your sweatshirt, crying in the backseat. Ooh.
Then I remembered the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. In the final scene, we see Audrey Hepburn as Holly Golightly in an iconic ending. She was about to leave New York, escaping her past again, abandoning her cat. I think, and this is just an assumption of mine, that this is what pop culture is referencing to, knowingly or unknowingly.
Where you run, you just end up running into yourself.
Here, I've been carrying this thing around for months.
I don't want it anymore.